discriminatory remarks this fall, many students look to SGA for a campus response. What do you believe is the most pressing issue currently facing the students of Elon, and how will you address it?
Okay, well, the discriminatory remarks really made people feel uncomfortable, and I feel like that's the most pressing issue. I feel like in these circumstances there wasn't a necessary danger put towards the people, and thank God there wasn't. But I really feel that we need to put in place something that just settles people down a little bit. And I know we've had talks about setting up a hotline, so there's an immediate place that every student knows that they can call and get the help that they need. And I feel like that's one thing that we can implement that will really just relax people, keep their emotions down, and also setting up a program where we can facilitate, like I spoke about in my speech, just co-sponsoring of events. The more that people interact with each other, the more that people can recognize differences. And I feel like the core issue that was at stake there was not recognizing a difference or mistaking that difference for a flaw in the other person. So co-sponsoring events and just making a hotline where people know they can immediately get help if they're needed. I feel like those are a couple things that I can facilitate next year.
Thank you, Ryan. Darren?
Thank you, Grant. Well, I too agree that that incidents on campus were disturbing and appalling, and that there's no place for them in an institution like Elon. And I think that the university has moved in the right direction on addressing issues of hate and discrimination on campus. The first tenet of the Elon commitment is to promote a diverse and inclusive environment for all students, faculty, staff, and any other constituencies in our campus. But I really think that the biggest issue facing all of our students is the idea of affordability of a higher education. I think that right now you've seen in the North Carolina legislature a cut that would affect Elon annually in $2.2 million in funding that the university is going to receive. And I think that SGA can be an advocate to work with our Department of University Advancement as well as the rest of the senior staff to say that the habit of annual giving should be something that is perpetuated not only as alumni but really becomes a culture on our campus. And I think that really understanding that higher education is something that is expensive but necessary, and investment in our university after we leave here is necessary and a must.
Thank you, Darren. Alicia?
Thank you. I too think the situation was definitely horrible on this campus, but I don't think that the problem just lied in the situation. The bigger issue is a lack of proactive nature on this campus. And there's a disconnect between the university as an institution and the students themselves. You have to talk with people and sometimes even just listen. It might be the place of SGA sometimes to sit back and ask questions rather than come up with statements to say to students. Ask them how they feel about it. Ask them what do they want to see done. Ask them what it is that they feel needs to happen on their campus. I feel the bigger issue here on this campus is we're separating each other in these different groups, and I think the biggest thing that needs to happen is be more proactive. Ask the question so you're not reacting to a problem rather than solving it before it happens.
Thank you very much, Alicia. Ben?
After the incidents that happened on campus, I was really touched by the response that the Elon community had with the Not on Our Campus movement. We kind of came together, and that's what we're doing here at this school. Elon's a very rapidly changing school, and I think one of the biggest problems that we have on campus is people tend to segregate themselves into specific organizations and their little groups of friends, and I think that we need to have more of an environment for community and more of a public space where people can come together, because I feel like that's one of the problems, is that people are having a lack of understanding and